So when I was 14 years old, I had my first kind of self-improvement experience in my life. And at this point, I was playing soccer on this team and it was fun, but I wasn't really that into it. And I was scrolling on my phone, I remember, and I saw this, I think it was video about some NBA player, and he did this insane move. And at the time, I was playing basketball with my friends at lunch, like during lunch, not at that time. But I really wanted to do the same thing. I wanted to show up one day, and my dribbling was good. I was like going through everyone. That was my goal at the time because of that video. And so I got off of my bed, I walked to the park, and began my basketball journey. And then ended it 20 minutes later because it was too tiring and I was bored. So yeah, while it was short, it did teach me that results take a lot longer than I thought they would. Yeah. I did want to talk about how eventually I did improve my life and how you can as well. I recently heard this quote where it was, "You are greater than your feelings because unlike them, you're permanent," or something like that. I forget what it was, but it was something like that. And basically, it means that just push through the feelings of tiredness or difficulties because after everything's done, you'll still be there and they won't. And I think that's a really good quote because it really makes you push through when you don't believe you can. And I think discipline is a very important skill, and when it comes to improving at anything. And if you don't have it, then and you just rely on motivation, then you're gonna work not very long. And I think what sets a lot of people apart from a lot of others is that they were working all the time or very often rather than when they just had a burst of motivation to do something. Because if you're able to work when you're not motivated, then you're going to gain a lot more progress over a long period of time than someone who just works when they feel like it. And I recently realized that I'm pretty bad at discipline, actually. Most of my time spent working out is due to motivation, not discipline. And it's really something I've realized I have to work on. Because like I do cold showers, but much of the time it's kind of hot anyways. So it's not even a discipline thing. It's just, I don't know. Like I don't feel like not doing it. I do want to do cold showers, which means it's not even discipline working. It's just motivation or the feeling of actually wanting to do it. And so I've been trying to, get better at training discipline, right? Because it's a very, very important skill. Like a few minutes ago, I texted my friends to see if they want to do something, like go to dinner or something. And that's not normal for me. Normally, I'd want to be the one getting texted that, but I decided just to make like the first text, just see if we can do something. And I don't know, I'm proud of that. It's not really a big thing, but it's something new for me. So, yeah. Another example I have is today. I really wanted to go home. I was hungry. I was tired. It's like super hot out after school now. But I stayed and I worked on my handstand anyways because I'm trying to learn the one-arm handstand. That's kind of all I'm training right now. Instead of planche, instead of other skills, it's mostly just handstands to try to get the one arm. That's my main goal. I'm going kind of extreme at it because I'd like to get it as quick as possible, and then I'll go extreme for something else. that's kind of how I structured my training now, because I think I'll find better results that way rather than trying to do everything a little bit. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, right? All you can really do is experiment. So yeah, the other thing about discipline is that once you have it, it never leaves, unlike motivation. I mean, motivation is awesome, don't get me wrong. Like, it's a great, great feeling to have. But the problem with it is that it does go away. Just like that quote I said in the beginning, the feelings always go away. So if you're someone that relies just on that, then you're only really going to do difficult work a little bit of the day, when you really could be relying on discipline and just powering through, right? Like, obviously produce good work, but even doing it when you don't want to do it will advance you a lot more. And I think, I don't know, I think it's one of the most important skills someone can have. Like, I just had my final AP test today for physics, and I really wish I'd started studying more, like, earlier, because yesterday I did like 6 hours, and this whole week I've probably done, I don't know, 22 hours, maybe 20 hours of studying in total. And even that, I was like kind of struggling on the test. And so I'd really wish I'd studied beforehand. But I am proud that I was able to study for such a long time during this week. Like, this week was basically all physics. Like, I had 3 tests, but I only focused on physics because I knew of how much harder it would be. And, I'm proud of that. Like I was able to overcome the short-term distractions to, I don't know, incorporate as much information as I could in a relatively short period of time. And so, yeah, I just wanted to talk about how discipline's important, so practice it. Within the next hour, find something that you don't want to do. I mean, if it's helpful, and do it anyways. Practice not caring about what your brain says, right? And I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna find something right after this to do, because it's just something everyone needs to work on, right? So yeah. See ya, man.